1 weekend of driving.
Oh, that's not good. Hey! Bearings, the engine's probably only got one more drag challenge in it. So, hopefully get us by.
This car does my absolute head in, man.
Alright Nathan, it's been a minute since the Fairlane's been on the hoist. What are we doing today?
Okay. So we all know that drag challenge is coming up. Right now, the Fairlane has massive oil leak issues that we need to address. So we want to get these fixed now so we can test the car and make sure that it's not leaking oil. Because right now, it has a diaper on it to pick up its oil that it dropped.
Literally it does. Nathan built a diaper for it because it was throwing that much oil.
And the thing with the diaper is, when you're going 100 kilometers an hour, the wind is picking up the oil and spreading it downwards. So underneath the car is caked in oil everywhere.
Yes, it is.
So our plan today is, one, the sump leaks, okay? So we're going to drop the K-frame, pull the sump out, we're going to weld the drain bung in, because as you all know,
we've had multiple issues with this drain bung for a very long time because it was was punched and threaded, and we'll show you when it comes out. It's dodgy.
And it's dodgy. So we're going to weld the bung in to stop that issue, and it means we can actually tighten up our drain, because you actually can't tighten it, because otherwise you might strip it, or you will strip the silicone that's holding it in.
Yes.
So we're fixing that, and then we don't know if we're going to pull the trans out yet to look at the rear main.
We don't know yet. There could be a rear main issue here. We've had a sleeve in it once before, but we think maybe we might have stuffed up the sleeve and it's not working the way it should. So we have another one which we may replace it. We're not sure yet.
So we've got to physically drop the K-frame down to pull the sump out.
Yep.
Which means the engine has to hang. We've done it before. We've done it before when we did the timing chain cover. We dropped the K-frame, but the thing is, we only dropped it a little bit. We didn't pull the sump out completely.
Yeah.
We only dropped the sump a little bit, and then we just threw the thing on it, and that's probably why it's leaking. So we need to drop the K-frame enough to get the sump out.
But, in other news, the car itself, running really well.
Mid. Runs mid.
What's it run so far?
11.3.
11.3?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I reckon it can get a 10 in this format.
We're going to defy physics and send this lanyard as fast as it'll go. Sails up, wind behind us.
Alright, let's get into it, I guess.
Drop the oil now.
Yeah. Drop the oil now.
Alright, let's get the oil out. Oh man, it's been a while. Oh girl, how are ya? Was it full?
That is 1 weekend of driving.
Oh, that's not good.
That is a lot of oil that is coming out of this engine.
That's not ideal.
So bad.
Today's episode, we don't really know what it's going to look like. You're coming on the adventure with us to find out what's happening to this car and how bad it is.
Whoa. It's oily in that valve housing.
Is it?
Puddles.
Oh no.
Yeah. Alright. Let's rip the trans out. I mean, we're already halfway there. Alright.
Let's get all our quick connect fittings off.
No point pissing and moaning about it. We'll just do it off camera.
30 minutes, let's do it. Oh, get it.
No, someone punched me before.
Hey, that's better. So this is our Fairlane transmission removal tool, by the way. You go fishing. There you go. Look, he's pretty good at this. Look at him go. That's where we got to get the bolts all the way out there. You got that one right next to it?
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh shit. Oh. The converter's come off. Coming off?
Why has that happened? I've never seen that happen in an auto.
The nub must be stuck in the
It is, oh there we go.
You got it?
Got it off. Oh! Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
It's pretty red.
Yeah, it's good.
Might as well do a service on it.
Yeah, we'll just change the fluid. I don't think it needs a filter.
Careful.
Yeah.
Side note, how long did that take us? 35 minutes.
Not bad, but it's a bloody mess.
What happens when you get the big leaks? Yeah!
Oh man.
That's a lot of brake cleaner.
All brake clean. Alright, that wasn't too bad. So I think the next job is let's get the flywheel off and have a look, eh? At the rear main.
Yeah, I think that's where we got to go next.
And then we'll start looking at dropping K-frame and get this sump out. And then lunch.
Alright, so if you want to know how confident we are in our gearbox coming back out, this is the last time we put it in. See you in 2 months time for rebuild.
That was supposed to be for a rebuild of the engine.
Yes, not for a rear main, but
Not for a rear main.
here we are, nonetheless. Got it.
Yeah, we.
Oh, I think I know why our converter's stuck.
Why?
It's full of gunk in the
snout.
snout. Are these new?
No. We got to remember to put that back on.
I nearly
Remember
died.
the last time we bloody
Yeah.
sit that on the trans.
Oh, hello.
Don't even. Oh wait, didn't I go like full icing on
Yes,
the cake?
you did.
And it still leaks. Nah, it's leaking past the creek.
So this is what we're dealing with, and you can see how much Nathan got happy with the silicone. We have a feeling what's happened is when we put this speedy sleeve on, we didn't get it far enough back, we reckon, and there's a little bit of a lip here. And we think what could have happened is when we put this seal on, it's caught that lip and actually scratched it or clipped it or ripped it, and it's leaking between there and there. We think it might be, kind of looks like it is. So we want to see if we can actually redo this speedy sleeve today. That's our plan.
Alright, so where are we at? So we've got the trans out, flywheel off. We have taken the bolts out of the engine mounts. So the engine is hopefully sitting free. So we're gonna get our engine jig and we're gonna just turn it up and just till the engine goes bloop.
Yep.
And then we're gonna come back down, drop the K-frame, get the sump out, have lunch.
That's the plan. Let's see if it goes to that plan.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to doing this sump. This has been something that haunts me in my dreams for so long, is that stupid sump.
Do you know, I'm really looking forward to welding that bung in.
Yeah,
so
that's
no
what I
longer
mean.
a
The
problem.
bung,
Yeah.
fixing just the sump. Could be better.
Coming up. It'll do.
That's it.
Hang on, you do that. That's not going anywhere. Oh, hello.
Oh, that is black as.
This is where we're draining the
Oh,
indicator.
we're draining the K-frame from all the oil that's in it.
There's a lot of water in here. It's like I'm doing a sump. Alright, so it turns out it wasn't as easy as we thought it was going to be. There's not just those 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4. It actually comes up. And these are the bolts that go straight up. But we can't access them because the engine and everything's in the way. So we're actually pulling the bolts out the side. You can see I've got one out there and another one out there. This is a shortcut that could bite us in the ass, absolutely. But the other option is the turbo would have to come off, the intake manifold would have to come off. It's just not something that we really want to do. So we're trying to slip this bolt past and praying that we can get it past.
I don't think it doesn't have to come all the way out. I'm just praying that I can get it out enough as to where it's out of the K-frame.
Hey, there we go. All right, so we have the K-frame dropped. We are ready to drop the sump.
Yep, it's
This
ready
is
to
the
go.
scary bit.
A lot of silicon. Oh, that reeks of E85.
Oh, that's right. It's the oil pump that gets in the way in this thing.
Is it?
Yeah. Ooh, that K-frame may not be long enough.
Really? Ah. Oh, but I can kick it up at the back.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it out, eh?
Yeah. Oh, man. Ah.
This is not helpful.
You still can't get it out.
It's the bloody oil pump, isn't it? This K-frame's got to come right down low.
It's got to kind of like come down in the front.
Can you pull any further? Alright, we managed to get it drop a fair bit more. You can go further too, I reckon, Nate. If you just...
I might just piss this off out of the way.
pull this down. There goes the
I
light.
was willing to sacrifice that to get this out.
Hey!
Hey!
What?
Can I have a look?
What have you found?
It's, oh shit. It's our timing chain guide. So this is, we can explain. Look at this. That's how I had to do the drain when I first turboed it, was punch a hole.
Yeah, so you can see why it hasn't sealed all that well.
Yeah. Was to punch a hole and it just leaks. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, this is amazing. This is a great feeling. That's so funny, that.
Hang on, is that a new one or is that our old one?
No, that's the old one. Remember, because we couldn't get it out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a windage plate. That's our custom made windage plate.
Oh, that feels so good to have this out, man. So good. All right, now I've got a lot of cleaning to do, don't I?
Yeah.
And we need to figure out what the hell we're doing, because we accidentally ordered a -12 bung where we need a -10 bung.
Yes. So we've just come to a realization. That timing chain guide that we were laughing about a second ago is not our old one. That's our current one. And our current one is no longer attached. And where it sits, if I can show you, it sits up in there like that. Now, they are super common to break. Now, we've been in this situation before, and it sucks. Because unfortunately, the only way to repair it is
To pull everything off.
to pull the whole front of the motor apart.
Oh. You know what the thing is? This is the common fault, is that they snap the bottom guide.
Yeah.
You know, we could put another one in it, it'll do the exact same thing, we wouldn't even know.
That's taking the jam out of a donut, isn't it?
I think we need to get some lunch and discuss what we're going to do. Looks like this is a 3-part build series.
Lucky we're 4 weeks out.
Alright, so, where we're at. So apparently, the lower timing chain guide missing or broken is pretty standard. We've already done it before. I've been told by a few people that they just don't run them. So we are going to stick with that. So we're going to leave that. We really want to get it back together. So what we're going to do is Michael's ran down to the shop to go and get a -10 fitting, because we have a -12 weld-on fitting to go into the sump. So we're going to be an hour. So I got a lot of cleaning to do. I'm going to fix the hole that is already there because it's all punched through. I'm going to cut the back of the steel off. I might re-drill it out because I want to have everything ready. So then when Michael gets back, we can weld the bung on and then get straight back into it, because we want to fix this thing tonight. We just want it done, back driving again, and see what happens with this timing chain. I've never noticed it being noisy. Like everyone says that it rattles around a lot. I've never noticed it being noisy, so I don't know. We're just going to risk it. Maybe we'll take a timing chain kit, a cover kit, and just everything for drag challenge or whatever, see what happens. I mean, it could destroy our engine if we do a timing chain, but we'll see what happens anyway. I need to get rid of all this silicone around the hole, so I'm going to wire wheel that. Alright, so I've wire wheeled all the edge up. I've cleaned up all this edge, all the glue. Looks nice and clean. And also what I've done is the hole, I've cut the backing off the inside where we've punched it through. If you can see. And I've dollied it flat, but it's a bit rough. So what I'm going to do is send the Christmas tree bit down it, hopefully clean it up a bit so it's a nice circle again. And then degrease it, and then she's ready to weld on. And I think I might paint the sump. I don't know. Michael will probably shoot me if I paint it. I think I might do it anyway. Alright, so I've rounded that hole out. That should be fine. Now let's clean up the block. So I'm about to pop the rear main out. Just the old screw trick. There it is. So I've pulled the rear main out, and it's actually, you can see why it was leaking, is that little edge just fell off, right? And then if you look closely on the inside, it's actually got a cut in it from where we've put it on, from the speedy sleeve. You can actually see a cut. No wonder why it was pissing out. Look at how worn and chewed out that is from when we were trying to fit it with the speedy sleeve on. It is absolutely stuffed. This has definitely been the cause of our leak. Look at that. Look at the inside. Look at... That's not doing anything. Look, it's actually split there. I'm praying that this is the fix. He returns!
We got there. I bought 2.
Nice. Alright, well, I gotta show you something that you're gonna probably laugh at and be like, well, now I know why it's... How has this car held fluid in the engine?
Why?
Have a look at the rear main. So I've pulled it out, right? It's actually snapped. That's not even from me. And look at the inner lip as well, the inner edge. Look how chewed out it is. From when we've tried to slip it over, that sharp edge steel bit has eaten it.
Yeah.
From putting it on.
Yeah, that's bad.
Every seal edge is chewed out.
That'll be why.
How bad is it?
Trouble is, we got to get another one back on. So what we're talking about here is what we need to do now is we need to get the rear main seal in. Now normally that would be a really easy job, you just slip it straight over. But you see, we had a rear main seal that was leaking, and that was the second seal that we put in, so we assumed the crank had a little bit of wear in it, and it did. So that's why we ended up putting in a speedy sleeve. Now the issue that we had when we put the speedy sleeve in is we couldn't send it all the way in far enough because we couldn't tell, see, where this lip ends up. And what we were worried is it going to end up hitting the rear main cap, which it is very, very close. We only have a couple of millimeters to spare, I can see that. So we were right in what we were thinking. The trouble is we ended up with this lip, a pretty sharp lip, because you can imagine that's like a razor blade. It is very thin, very sharp. When that went on, we reckon we've cut and nicked the seal, and evidently our seal shows that because it looks destroyed. So we're trying to figure out a way to get this on. Now what we were thinking about is we were going to get the applicator here, which is this thing here that goes on and you hammer it into place, and slip this seal on to the applicator and then slip it over, pull it out. The issue is, which I realised on the drive down to the shop, this applicator is a lot bigger than the seal itself. There's no way we're getting it on. Oh, it fits perfect.
Oh, mint. Okay.
Yeah, have fun welding that though.
Should be right.
Rightio. Have fun. Why is he doing that? Because we're sacrificing a fitting here.
Oh, it's rusty. There we go.
That's to protect our threads. Any leaks?
No, don't think so.
No. Not bad for a MIG, realistically.
That's it.
That looks pretty good. Stacking dimes over here.
Should I paint it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Really?
Alright. We're going to do something a little bit drastic. I'm going to pull this main cap off the back here. The reason being is because in here I can see there's rubber that's like vulcanized to the speedy sleeve. I assume that might be because that rubber seal was deteriorating. Maybe it's just like burnt and God knows what's happened. I want to clean it up. I want to get a good look at that speedy sleeve, see if it's any good. I have an idea on how I'm going to get this seal in, but I'm not sure it's going to work yet, but this needs to come off first. It's no biggie, pull that off, stick the new one back in it. Should be job done. Let's take this off and go from there. I didn't think I'd be doing this today.
Nope.
This is proper engine work right here.
Now what we're worried about is that it could possibly rub against the block right there.
Alright, so I've cleaned up the face as best as I can. It's Still not great, but it is what it is. We just inspected the bearing, and we reckon the bearings, this engine's probably only got one more drag challenge in it. So this will hopefully get us by. We didn't forget to put oil on it this time. There we go. Okay.
Lovely. Now what?
Well, now I'm going to try and get that seal in. What we're going to try and do is I'm going to try and use the second speedy sleeve that we bought just in case we had to replace the first one. We're not going to replace the first one because we don't really think there's much point. It seems to be okay, and we can't really send this back any further because it's going to touch anyway. So I read that you can cut and take these lip off once it's on there, but we're a bit scared, a bit hesitant. We don't really want to go playing with them because the speedy sleeve is there, it is holding. We're going to see if we can get this seal on. As long as this seal goes on smooth, we're not going to worry about it. So how are we going to do that? We're going to use Vaso this time because we figure Vaso will just disintegrate just like you would with an oil pump. This is not a proven method. We do not advise anyone else to do this. It's just what we're doing because we don't know what we're doing. Around the sleeve this time.
Geez, you're really going to town there, hey?
Well, I'm not taking any chances. So what I'm going to do is, I've got this one here. I'm going to slip this in here and hopefully it goes on nice and smooth like. Just like that. Now my theory is that stretches this seal out a little bit this time around because the trouble was before the seal that we put in was stretched so much that we couldn't actually get it to go over flat, and that's where it was catching and damaging. So now I'm going to sit this against the other speedy sleeve and slide it on. I'm using this as like an applicator tool. Now if this doesn't work, Nathan, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to get another seal. I'm going to pull that speedy sleeve off and replace it. Alright? Because I'm not taking another chance of this not working. Hey.
It's catching again, isn't it?
Yep. So that hasn't worked. I need like a little thin screwdriver. Sort of push that in around very gently as I go around. Okay, well so far we haven't done any damage, so that's a good start. Well, it's definitely past the lip, so now I can
tap it on.
Tap that on. Every 1 in 10, I'm getting the actual seal.
What are we thinking? Are we confident?
Well, we won't know until we try it, will we? We don't know whether it's going to work. And the only way to know it's going to work is to put it all together and start her up and see what happens.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, seriously, if it doesn't this time, we just pull the engine. I'm going to get a punch now, flat punch, and just knock this in home.
Yep.
All the way around. And then we need to clean this up, clean this face as well too. Put a bit of grease in there, I reckon, because to keep it, you know, when we're going to pull the converter out in about a week's time.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Alright, so after a lot of debating, a lot of thinking, a lot of weighing up considerations here, we're up to now sealing the sump.
Yeah.
Now, we did start the day thinking that's it, we are going to just use RTV or sealant the whole way around, use no cork gasket. Haven't really heard of anyone really doing it in these things, and we don't know how well that would work. So we sort of chickened out of that a little bit, and now we figured we should probably go back to manufacturer's standards. So that is to use the cork gasket dry, RTV on the seal here, on the rubber seals, but we did in the past use the cork gaskets, but we also used RTV.
Yeah. And
apparently it's a big no-no.
Well, we knew that, but we took the risk.
Yeah, and
I think it bit us in the ass.
Especially because when you look at the old stump pieces, they were really, really crusty and like, I don't know whether it reacted with it. It's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, probably not a good thing.
So what we are using is we're going to use a bit of gasket sealant, that really sticky black stuff. I'm going to stick our...
Hopefully gravity doesn't work against me.
Yeah, we're going to stick our gasket in place like this.
I feel like I'm doing monkey bars.
Oh no! Do we put it on the sump first instead then? I reckon sit them in place, Nathan.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I laid the glue. I reckon it might just sit there, you know?
Alright, I don't even... This is
You're going to have to give me a hand with
this. Is going to be crap.
This is going to go over it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah. Toy, like a toy girl. How the frick did we get this
This
out?
is not going to work.
Knocked it out.
No, hang on.
How the hell did I get it out?
Dip, pivot. Pivot. Oh, you didn't watch it. The best way to do this would be...
Flip the engine upside down?
Yeah, go. Do this like quick. Slipping. I'll hold this. We need more hands. Let go of this. Yeah, I guess we'll let go of this, grab the sump and boom.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Nice, Gary!
I'm too busy holding it in a minute. I'm just gonna hold it.
Better go.
Now we can do what we've been wanting to do for all these years, which is brief on this fitting.
That's it.
Hopefully that does not leak anymore. Big shout out to Goran, who we met in Mildura, who sent us out a bunch of oil filters. So this and the HQs. Z9 it is, yeah?
Yeah.
What a legend. This is a lot easier.
Yeah, isn't it? Alright, that's it. Plan of attack now. Everything's back together. What's the go, Michelle? Do we want to put the K-frame in first? And then flywheel?
Yeah, let's
Get
get
the
the
engine
K-frame
back
so
to
the engine's
solid
back
mounted.
on solid mounted, because at the moment it's a little bit floppy jalopy.
Yeah.
Let's get that sorted, lift her up, and go to town, putting it all back together.
Let's do it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats,
Mums and dads.
parental guardians, we need to get into this, so we're gonna roll a bit of a montage now. You probably stop here and there to hear us like swearing and cursing about how difficult this is, but we gotta get moving.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Idiot!
Are you on yours?
I'm on mine.
Put your bolting.
Alright, well, that is pretty much everything done up. Nate's got to do the front exhaust mount. I think that's it, isn't it? Put the wheels back on it.
You put the wheels on, and then we need to fill the trans up, fill the engine up with some oil. Oh, we have covered our feet in oil.
Oh mate, the floor is a mess. So this in. Alright, let's see we don't squirt oil everywhere. She's not gonna be too happy.
No. Ready?
Yep. We got oil pressure? Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, alright, let's let it sit and we'll check it again in a minute. Where's the light? I'm afraid to look, but this is the moment of truth. Oh god! I don't think this is even going to show us anything if it didn't run for long enough, but
Yeah.
if it's a catastrophic fault, we'll know pretty quickly. Well, the good news is we're not seeing any massive leaks. We won't know until we drive it. God, it's been a long time since we've worked into the dark.
Yeah, I know. Feels good.
Big day though.
Oh, massive day.
Alright, well, we're going to let it warm up now.
Yeah.
Then we're going to check the trans, make sure it's all good.
Yeah.
It's getting late, so we're going to try and move the cars around before it gets too loud for the neighbours.
Well, I think that is it for this one.
Yep, the shed is in mayhem. There is stuff everywhere. We need to dispose of that dirty nappy.
We'll keep it though, just in case. We
Yeah.
Put it back on.
We're going to keep this sealed too, because that's going on the wall for sure. That's it we're going to call it there. We're done. We've still got a lot of packing up to do. Cars are in, Fairlane's out, ready to go. Nate did a run around the block. It doesn't look like it's leaking for the really quick run that we did, which is
If
huge.
it was going to leak, it would have leaked now.
Yeah, well, in the past it would have leaked pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
So, we'll consider that a win. We won't know until tomorrow morning when Nate checks it in the morning, and hopefully we don't see a puddle of horsepower tears.
If it's a drip, I don't care.
Yeah, but even
Because
then...
I'm at the point where I park the car somewhere and it leaves a drip tray this long.
Yeah.
Just drip, 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 drip.
Not
drip,
ideal.
drip.
Especially when you're taking that down the brake trip.
No, it's dangerous.
Yeah, so that's why we had to fix it. So as much as we didn't want to do that job, it had to be done. Anyway, next few weeks, drag challenge prep.
Yeah, well, we're going to get the Commodore back. Commodore is going to drag challenge now. We can lock that in.
Yes, yep.
So we're probably going to get that car back because when we just took it over the weekend, I put it over the pit and had a quick look, and there's a small little oil leak somewhere.
Cool. Right, more oil.
So probably a go over of the ute. We need to put a tail shaft loop in it as well.
Yep. Get that prepped. We need to prep our gear as well too. What we're taking, the trailer. We've got to pack that, get that sorted.
Yeah.
We're toying with the idea of making a little canopy for the ute, our trailer as well too this time around.
Yeah.
There's a bit to do, but it's been a day, isn't it? Yeah. Today was a big day. We're going to keep packing up. I hope you liked the episode. If you have, consider liking and subscribing. It goes a really long way. If you want to support the channel even more, you can head on over to the website and buy a bunch of merch, stickers, t-shirts, fender covers, Fairlane t-shirts,
Yep.
the Fastlane shirts. Should we bring them back in honor of Drag Challenge? Should we re-release them? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
Because on the open day meet, there was a lot of people asking about them. So let us know. Word of the day? Nappy.
Nappy.
Dirty nappy. Dirty nappy. Has to be the word of the day. Look at it. In honor of our dirty nappy, any people that comment that below, we'll pick 2 people at random and send out a Hackshop Garage sticker pack. That's my favourite.
I might still run this,
I don't want to.
I just want to see how bad the leak. Like if it's a slight
Yeah.
I'll run it.
We'll see.
But anyway, dirty nappy. I like
Dirty
that.
nappy, I
That's
like
a
it.
good one.
Yep. I'm not going to go on the members thing tonight. This episode's probably running for long, but if you want to be a member, head on over to the website as well too. It's all on the website. We need to go to bed. We need to clean up, go to bed, and call this on the day because this episode has probably dragged on for like 40 minutes now.
Yeah.
What was supposed to be a quick, easy fix an oil leak.
Michael asked for more engine work.
Yeah, not
Literally
like
called me 2 days ago. He's like, we need to do more engine work.
Yeah, well, more fun stuff would be great. Alright.
Alright.
See you in the next episode. We're going to keep cleaning up. Bye.
Bye, Felicia. Felicia.
Hello, how are ya? How you going?
How the bloody
Chopper, how the bloody hell are ya?
You remember when we used to do cool things like modify stuff?
Yeah, those are the days, eh?
Now all we do is fix
Now
it.
we just got to maintenance the bullshit that we built in the first place. I wonder if taking the battery off is the equivalent to a left-right good night.
Well, anesthesia. Had the doctor with
Yeah.
the mask like, good night.
Yeah.
Don't slip.
Don't slip. You know just what you're feeling. Your knuckles scrape against the cold hard steel.
Just keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. What do? We swim.
Yeah, when you're walking around the pokies with your cup of change. Which machine is going to pay out next?
She's cooking.
God, it's crazy how much oil stays in the steel.
Although today has not exactly gone to plan and has been a bit of a misery day, there has been a highlight. Nathan finally got his hands on Stephen.
And it's a sump rabbit. All right, you can go. I caught you right at an important time, didn't I?
Go, little buddy. Be free.
Don't go around tonight. It's bound to take you right. There's a news on the rise.
I was going to say there's a BTR on the rise.
Dang, you should have said it louder. I could have joined in.
I was kind of like, you know the lyrics?
Yeah.
There's a news on the rise. Everyone's guilty of it, we know. Another member, Bruce H. Wait, is that Bruce Howie? Bruce Howie just signed up as a member. I see you, Bruce.
I see you, baby. Shaking that ass.
What a legend. Thanks, Bruce.
All right.
Now what?
Trans.
Trans it is.
Stop eating the sticker, man. We need that label.
He's really going to town with it.
Yeah. He's like, oil.
Yeah. That can't be good for you.
Yeah, I guess let's get into it. Trent. I'm alright. Just get it quite clean.